and do lots more. It's not a card, but works like one. Get one today from the Airtel Money menu. Airtel Money. Instant, secure, borderless.
Welcome back, and now the rest of the news. Zimbabwean internationally recognized speaker and entrepreneur Joshua Maponga says African youths must raise up and learn models of building international business models to take charge of their future. Dr. Maponga says youths need to take keen interest and learn from adult leaders who have a vision for Africa. Speaking ahead of a business conference to be held tomorrow, he says Africa must develop industries and technological capacity that resonate with the raw materials that are locally available. Dr. Maponga adds for such to happen, African governments must intentionally invest in production to ensure that it develops locally supported chains of production to free itself from colonial structures available.
Planning the future in which we're not going to become part of that future. People are talking of 2063. Tell us amongst us here who will be alive in 2063. We'll all be gone until you as young people who still have life in you can begin to harvest from our indigenous knowledge systems and prepare businesses that can challenge the colonial businesses. Our independence remains as a trophy. People are putting ribbons on a dead donkey hoping that it won't smell. This needs intentional interventions, whereas African youths, particularly youths, I want to become very clear, as African youths, what are we doing to learn and start and develop our own indigenous businesses and patronize those businesses so that they don't just become local businesses, they become regional businesses, they become international businesses.
Commenting on low productivity in Africa's economies and its continued dependence on the West, Dr. Maponga says the onus is on African governments and its people to change the status quo by deliberately investing in local production.
Satisfaction, maturity of an economy, firstly, food security becomes important. Satisfaction of the local community. We can only export the excess of our production. And if we're supposed to be talking about the regional sharing of our resources, we hope that each country can utilize in creating industries that respond to their own resources. I want to become relevant, for example, to Zambia. We are one of the biggest producers of copper in this country. 15, 20, 500 trucks are driving to South Africa with your copper.
On that note, we end the news. But before we go, let's take a look at the backheads. Kanyama launches the COVID-19 vaccination heightened